Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with a little bit of a project share video. I did a poll over on my community page about whether or not people would like to see me do a full series beginning to end of how to make a journal. So we're going to do that together on the channel. I will be starting that in February. Now, I do want to let you know I am not a true junk journaler, okay? I use recycled materials sometimes. I use recycled envelopes. I'll use recycled packaging, but I am not drawn to making a journal completely out of junk. So if that's what you're looking for, this is probably not the video for you. But I will show you how I select my digitals, how I select my signature pages. I'm going to share my project basket with you. This is where I put everything that is associated with the journal that I'm making. So I just printed my digitals. I did most of my fussy cutting, not all of it. Some of it's not great, like it's really hard to cut out. And then as well, I go through my studio and I find things that will go with the colors, little bits of paper and lace and ribbon and things like that I want to use. So I thought we would start there and then we'll talk about what the next video will be. So I'm just going to take this stuff out. This is just a basket. I have them all over my studio. I don't even know how many I have. They are what go in my calyx units. I have calyx units, the cubes, and then I have the shelf that goes in. So 2 of these baskets will fit there perfect, and they're very big. So I like them because they hold everything for a journal. So this is my pages, and then my, oh, that was unexpected. Not shut. Not shut, but I'll grab those little bits later. I didn't get everything cut out. Because it was a little bit, well, I didn't mention it, I don't think, but some of the fussy cuts in this kit are hard to fussy cut. So I didn't get them all done because they don't really have defined lines and they're a little bit tricky. So I'm just going to pull everything out of this basket. I'm going to talk about it here with you because some of this I've had for a while, planning on using this kit. This is a kit from Oldalcina, and that's Anne over there, and it's called Dressing Room. So let me show you the papers first. Now I selected, we'll talk more about selecting signatures in a future video, but I chose 4 digital pages, and one of them's upside down, but these are what they look like. Isn't that just precious? I just love these images. And as I mentioned in a previous video, pink roses are very near and dear to my heart. They are, they're something that I associate with someone that I lost a long time ago. And so I thought it would be perfect. So a little bit of transparency here. I have kept some things over the years, but they're kind of not really, they don't really have a home, and they're letters that I've written to her and things like that. And I thought this journal would be perfect for that. So I'm probably going to keep this for myself and have it be a record of what, whatever I want to have it hold. But, so I've got it's going to be 2 signatures. The journal size, sorry about the balloons. It liked something my hands did. Or I said, yeah, I don't know. I still don't know what I say that causes that. But anyway, or what my hands do. But, it will be a normal size signature. So it will be, my typical cover is 6 inches by 9 inches, and my pages are 5 1/4 wide by 8 1/4 inches tall. But we'll get into those details also later. So it'll be a 2 signature journal. Usually I do 3. So I showed you the pages that I've already selected, but I'll tell you how I go about that, as well as how I decide what I'm going to print on the back, if I'm going to print on the back, and those kinds of details. So it looks like we've got something upside down here. So let me just get these in straight order here first before I show you. So this one is similar to the other one. And then this one just has the little dress and the little shoes and another background page. And then I have one of these kinds of pages in each signature. They're a little bit odd because you can see how she's digitally designed them so that they've got this background paper, which you'll see in a minute, kind of around the edges. So that works out just fine for me. So that is signature 2. But again, we will talk about that in more detail next video. These are just some extra bits. So I think that part of the kit that I bought also had the taller pieces, so they're more slender. I'm probably going to use these for journal cards and things like that. So I just put them in a stack here, and we'll use them at will. The kit doesn't come with any tags or anything. It does come with some interesting ephemera that most kits don't have. But that's that. And then these are all the extra pages that we'll be using to make ephemera. So this is a pink polka dot. I really love the tones of this one. I'm going to move my mouse. I think that's really, really a good addition to the journal. And then this is that paper that I showed you around that weird page. So, and then these bother me a little bit. I may or may not use this. I don't do things well when they go and turn all different directions. Like, I don't know if you've ever noticed when I make ephemera, I never have my words going slanted or a picture going slanted. It's just not who I am. We got this kind of it's almost a peachy pink color, which is really gorgeous. Stripes and then dots. And then I love this page that has both the stripes and the dots. I thought that was really pretty. And then the green, it's kind of a sage green. And then the dots again. And then that same similar page. And then this was just an extra one. So, we'll talk more about signature selection because obviously it's going to have more than 4 pages. So we'll be pulling out of my stash maybe some music paper, some of my own coffee dyed paper, some vellum, and we'll see what else we can come up with. But that's just this was just me prepping because I kind of have to get my motor going to start a new journal, given that I have so many that are not finished currently, which is not my typical way I do things. So, but let's talk about the things that are underneath here, okay? Because I bought that kit a long time ago, like I think right in the beginning of my junk journal journey, probably a couple of years. And again, I bought it from Old Osina, and I also bought this actual fabric pack. So this is the fabric we'll use for the cover, which isn't that just gorgeous? So I bought that. Oh no, maybe I bought this. No, I don't think maybe I did buy this one. I'll have to look at the order that I got from her. This might have been something that but I don't think they have Hobby Lobby where she is. So I will correct that I'll put it on the screen when I figure it out. I'll just have to go look at the order. But anyway, I bought this other pack. So it's got all these bits that are on fabric. Isn't that so precious? So I'm like, I forgot I had all of this stuff. So this is like all of the journal cards on fabric. Isn't that so cool? I don't know what we're going to do with it. This is like all the ephemera. I think this will be a way for me to use these roses. They were super hard to cut out, which I'll show you in a second when I show you the fussy cuts, but it was so hard to cut these out on paper, but I thought we could just cut those and then tear them, and oh, that's going to be so much fun. So that's like, that's that much. It's a lot of fabric, and I love that it's got all this bit around it. So we've got homemade and handmade and with love and all of that stuff, which I think will be very fun. And this is very cool down there. We're going to definitely use that. So I'm going to explore. I don't usually use fabric in my journals, but I think this will be a good opportunity to explore. And then this is another piece. I think this was from a different, it's not for this, but definitely these things could also be used in the journal, as you can see. Let me open it up here. But isn't that so cool? I mean, it's just labels and things that she's printed on fabric. And it's just like a light cotton. And so I'm like, oh man, we got to use that. I think this did for sure come with the thing I bought from her. Okay. And then these also did. Look at this fuzzy trim. So much fun. So there's this pink tone, and this is kind of a, it's like almost a mint green, but a very, very pale mint green. So we're going to be utilizing those as well. So I just wanted to show you that these were also from Oldacina. And so I'm going to set that over there. But now I want to show you, I think what I love best about this kit is all of the words. So I didn't get these tiny, tiny ones cut out, but she's got them in various colors. And there's some that are in English and some of them are in French. Like, look at that. And so when I'm done with this journal, these will go in my quote stuff because I will use these in other journals. Dress with modesty, elegance, wear it with elegance. And then it's got this green color too. Love, want, wear, love. Look, want, wear, love. So just some great, great sentiments, which, you know, if you've watched my channel, I absolutely love to put sentiments on my stuff. And then these were just some isolated pink labels on one of the pages that I liked. Forget the rules. If you like it, wear it. And I just thought, you know, how precious for my girl who I never got to see grow up and experience all of that stuff. So, and I promise I'm not going to talk about that through the whole series. It probably will come up, but probably no more than what I'm just saying right now. And then there were these labels as well. I'm not sure why I put them in a separate thing. These could go in with the words, and these are the containers. So I didn't even talk about the containers yet. I bought these on Amazon, and they come in like a 5-pack of varying sizes. And I like to use these for little like quotes and little embellishments that I'm using as I make a journal. And then they have tiny, tiny ones, which I put like buttons in or charms that I'm going to use in a journal. And I've showed that, I believe, in another video long ago. And then it's got this size as well. And this is where I put the actual ephemera that I cut out. So look at these little dresses. Oh, I didn't finish that one, but they're a little bit tricky because they're not like a traditional fussy cut. So I had to kind of figure out how to go around that hanger. But look at these precious little dresses. The little bear, the bear in the chair. And then we've got these, what do they call a spool? I think they call them a spool, but there's a lot of these spools in a couple sizes. And then we've got kind of the dress form. So this would make a nice little tuck. And then more of the spools, just adorable, adorable images. Really, really touched my heart when I saw them initially and purchased them. So again, that's been a while. And then these were the fussy cuts. So I did fussy cut this one and it went okay, but let me show you another one and show you why they're hard. So she's got this like color behind them, which throws me off. And so yeah, I mean, I'm still going to use them, but it was tricky to cut around them. I mean, that one looks okay. So I just need to take the time to fussy cut more of them, but there's a ton in the kit, and that was only printing it one time, one of everything. So these are the journal cards. So just really sweet vintage lace, buttons, fabrics. That's another one I started to cut out, but I found it frustrating. So I just need to take a moment and take a break from that. Some more labels. I love this label. Brand, vintage, antique, price, yard, meter, item. And then just, again, journal cards. Just small little journal cards, which I love. And we'll be able to make, and that's another thing, is I'll be able to show you how you can just take a digital, in case you're new to this process, how you can take a digital and I can only show you how I would do it, how I do it on my printer, but you can print more than one to a page, and you can make them different sizes. So these came like this. I did not resize these, but I'll show you how I do that. Hopefully I can show you. And then there's littler ones too. And some of the images are not represented in the pages. So I really like that one. I thought that was really cute. And so those are the journal cards. I'm not going to go through all of them because there's a lot. And this is just one set of them. It's crazy, but really beautiful. I love this one particularly. Look at that. So yeah. So those are all that's the ephemera. And so there's more of these. There's more dresses. There's more of the chairs. There's more of the bears. And there's just a ton of these. They're all pretty much the same flower, I believe, just in different sizes, which is nice. But I think I'm just going to take some time and fussy cut more of those, and maybe they'll grow on me a little bit. But pink roses is what I've always collected, and it's how I always associate my love for her. And all that goes with that. So there we go. So that is the ephemera. And then, and we will be doing, because it's a beginner series, we will be doing very simple ephemera making. So I'm not going to do some of my elaborate projects. We might do some hidden journaling spots kind of things, but I'm not going to do anything super elaborate because I want to keep it more basic. And we can make our own envelopes and things like that if we want to, just out of the digital pages. So I want to be able to show you that. So I'll figure out how I can show you how to do them without a envelope punch board and with one. So we will do all of that together. So that is that little bin. And then this one doesn't have very much in it. I'll probably add scraps to this because it's a really big container. But this one has some of those pages that I was talking about that are part of the tall skinny, and I just cut them like this so we can use them as tall tags and whatnot. And I think there's also these are matchbooks. So there's a few matchbooks. There's 3 in different sizes. So we'll definitely be using those, and I might actually print another page of those. And then I did double print this one. There's only 2 pockets in the kit, or 2, these are like a coin envelope. I printed it twice, so we'd have 4. 2 for each signature. We'll see how that goes. So that is all that's part of the kit itself. So as I mentioned, I like to go through my studio. I have not fully done this because I haven't pulled buttons or charms or anything like that, which I will show you in the video as well. I'm not going to pull all my stuff out, but I'll talk to you about how I come to those decisions. Like, why did I choose that color assortment? What are my ideas with the buttons, those kinds of things. We'll talk about that. But I like to go through my drawers, and I have a drawer that sits right here that has all the like specialty paper and stuff that I've purchased on Amazon. So this is a pink shade of that kind of polka dot. I thought that would be pretty. You can probably see it's a little bit pink there. This is a doily that I purchased off of Etsy, so I thought we would use that. I've got more, so I might pull another one. And then some other doilies in case we want to do that. And then, again, more of the specialty paper. That's a pink tone kind of netting. And then this is just a scrap. And then these are some of the specialty papers. So I pull papers that go with the colors in my digitals. So we've got this kind of peachy color. I love this paper. I use this a lot. And then some green tones. I should have some pinks in there too. Maybe I just missed pulling them out, but so that's kind of what I do. Use what you have. So, you can like look through some old books and see if there's particular book pages that speak to you that are in line with the theme and in line with the emotion, because when I create a journal, I have to be inspired. I can't just take a kit, which is why I struggle to do design team projects, because I really have a hard time being given a kit, and it's not that it's not beautiful, and it's not that it's not lovely or something that interests me, but if I'm not feeling inspired by it at that time, I have a really hard time working with it. So that would be my number one tip is make sure that you're picking something that is inspiring to you. And if what's inspiring to you is junk, use junk, right? And if that's not your thing, and you like really grungy, or you like really shabby chic, or you like really more neutral, you can tailor this however you want. But my point is just do what inspires you, because taking on making a journal is an endeavor. It's a commitment, and especially if you're new to doing this kind of work, to be inspired with what you're working with is going to help you stay with the project until you're done. Now, I mentioned it kind of jokingly, the number of journals I have that are not finished, and it's kind of embarrassing to me, because usually when I get all the ephemera made and I stop creating videos around that journal, I put the journal together and I'm done. But I've been so pulled in so many different directions that I have not had the time to do that, and I really need to. I did make some gains on my grungy Christmas journal, so that's going to be nearly finished, but I have a lot of other ones. But it's not because I'm not inspired, it's just because I had too many things going on. So those are the specialty papers that I selected. And then I will probably go through more of my lace, but this was just in the same basket that fabric and stuff was. So there I had this applique that I thought would be beautiful maybe on the cover. And then this tone of, let me just pull out this fabric so you can see kind of what I'm getting at here. I thought this lace would be perfect, because look at that. So I've got a bunch of that, and then I thought this tone, it's not a cream, but it's not a yellow. It's really an interesting color, but I like the shape of those flowers that they go up like that. So that is what I've selected so far. So if I add anything to the basket, I'll be sure to share that with you, because it might spark an idea for you as well. So my encouragement is if you want to follow along, I would encourage you to pick, if you're going to do a digital kit, go ahead and select a kit of your choice that is inspiring to you, that you just like, you see it and you're like, oh, yes, I want to do that. I want to work with that. I want to learn how to put a journal together using this beautiful paper. So, and then gather, do your printing. I like to print on the front and back of all my papers, because I don't like to think about having to put something else on the back. It's distracting to me. And I have the Instinct plan, and I have lots of pages, so I don't worry, and lots of ink, more ink than I know what to do with. And so I don't worry about how much I'm printing or anything like that. I am being more careful going forward, because I have too much paper in my studio right now. So on this kit, I printed all of the ephemera, but I did not print all of the journal pages. So what you saw me show you was just a little bit of the kit in terms of the papers. A lot of them are repetitious, where they have the dress in a different location, or it has the bear and the dress, or the chair and the dress, or a little wardrobe. And so they all vary a little bit, but there's a lot of similarities as well. So I didn't want to waste I didn't want to print a bunch of papers. So I think that is it for this video, for video number 1, but we will do the full series. I will do everything, I promise, on camera. And so you can walk along with me. Now, if you want to watch it first, obviously you're watching this because you didn't know it was coming. Watch it, kind of take some notes, and then pick your papers. I would also encourage you to have some kind of a storage system. It can just be a basket, but I find these to be super, super helpful. And they just go from project to project. So I actually had stuff in these for journals that are like just need to be finished. All the ephemeras made, they just need to be bound and cover made or whatever. And so I just put all the extra ephemera in that project basket, and I'm borrowing the bins. So I recycle them. So I will try to remember to link these, because they go large. Well, I think this is a separate one. I don't think that size comes in it, but I'll have to look. But it goes all the way down to a tiny, tiny one like this. Rectangle. I can't make a rectangle. Can I make a heart? It's upside down though. But whatever works for you. But I find that if I have everything in one place, then I can just continue to add to it as I find things that I want to add. And I also usually will keep like a file folder in my basket where I can put my scraps, because hopefully in this series I'll also be able to show you how I do a master board and what I do with a master board. We'll probably do that to make some of our ephemera. So that is it for today. It is Friday, January the 24th. So I've got a little bit of time before I get that first video up. But I was very excited after I got all of this prepared and cut out that I wanted to go ahead and do a quick video and show you what we're going to be working with. So I hope that you like it. I will link Old Osina's kit in case you're interested in this particular kit. But again, choose whatever inspires you. This might not be inspiring to you, but it is to me. So it's going to help me deliver to you, hopefully, a good process for you, especially if this is new to you. So take care. Blessings, my friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.